Welcome back to the Snow Family Racing Garage. Today I've got a treat for you. We've got new tools. What I've got here is a Skil Auto Hammer. Why is this important? If you're a guy like me that has tennis elbow problems, you know that swinging a hammer after a couple of hits, it starts to hurt. So I went out looking for alternate solutions because I hit things with a hammer too much the other day and my arm hurt. So this is what I found. I've got a whole bunch of other Skil tools, so the batteries and all the components and stuff, transfer straight across to this guy, which is great because if you've got some of the same stuff, you might as well keep in the collection and have, big interchangeability on batteries. So let's open this guy up and let's take a look at it. Let's get this thing out. So in the box, it's got the charger, which has the jump feature, so that way you can quickly charge the battery. Like if you get down to the end of the project, need just a little bit more, you can put the battery on the charger, hit the boost button, and in like 5 minutes, you're able to get the battery back up to normal. So these are the Skil batteries. They've got a cover that comes off, pretty nice to keep junk out of the connections. They have a battery indicator level right there. They always come from the factory with two bars on it. And a nice thing is the USB port, so that way if you're out and about and need to charge your phone, you've always got something that can do it. And, frankly, I've used this for filming the videos, and it sure is nice to be able to keep my camera going. Anyway, so let's take the cover off. Let's slide it in here. Now, let's talk about the tool for a brief moment. You got the trigger, you've got a light, which is always darn handy, and you've got this little lock. This is a trigger lock, so that way you can't push the trigger before you mean it. So, it's a solid lock, so that means you got to push on it a little bit. So the head, push the button here, rotates up to, straight up, 45, or back down to 90. Overall, feel is good. The rubbery grips hit the hand nice. It's not too big for the hand. It feels good in the hand. It's not too heavy. That's something I really like about the new Skil tools, is they're not that heavy and easy to use. So it's got a nice little magnetic collet, so that way you can put something in the end. And, turn the light at the camera, why don't I? So this also keeps things safe, so you can't, just hurt yourself when you don't mean to. So you have to fully depress before it actually does anything. Now, that was on metal. That was loud. So let's grab a couple of things. Let's see how it does. Let's grab some nails. Let's see how we do. Oh, I almost forgot. It comes with the handy-dandy Pocket Clipper 9000, so that way you can, put it into the tool. It's got a little slot, so that way you can put it into that slot. Little screw hole, comes with the right screws, so that way you can hang it on your pocket when you don't need to, which is a nice feature. I've got some, like my drill, that I have that on it. I've got some, like my impact, that don't. So, your choice, guys. You can put it on or leave it off. Let's have some fun. I got a chunk of 2x something that's just sitting there. I got a handful of nails. I got some coax staples. I got some fence staples. I got some finishing nails. Let's hit some stuff and let's see how it does. Let's just start with the basic roofing nail. It's got a magnetic collet, so that way the nail does kind of stay in place. So let's right in. How about a little bit longer nail? This one's got that little rubbery donut thing on it. Let's give it a whirl. It goes right in. Okay, this one's a little bit longer. Let's give it a whirl. She's in there. I probably held on that a little bit longer than I should have. Okay. What about a fence staple? Well, it kind of sort of wants to hold on to it. Let's give it a whirl. It staples. And my welding table's moving around a little bit. Okay. How about the little coax guy with that little tiny finishing nail? Let's give that a whirl, see what happens. That thing goes right in. Now, what about something that's a little bit more delicate? Little finishing nail. Let's see what that does. right in like nothing. You know, guys, this is going to save my arm a bunch. So here's the finished result. Yes, I know, I'm just hammering things into the kind of the wrong end and split the 2 by something. Doesn't matter, it was a chunk of disposable wood anyway. So we started with the roofing nail. I got a little cockeyed on that. Little bit bigger nail with the donut under it, did fine. The longer nail did great. The fencing staple, I could have kept going, but I saw the split and figured, I kind of want to keep going on this experiment. The coax staple, it did good without deforming anything. The little finishing nail, right in like butter. All in all, this thing has been a success. I like it. It's going to save my arm, my wrist, my hand. This is going to be a great tool. Now, I recognize that this is not a replacement for a big old sledgehammer when you need the BFH. You got to beat something off. You really need some power behind it. I recognize that this isn't the tool for that. Get the big hammer. By all means, do it. But for a lot of things that I'm going to come across, this is going to work out great. I've seen people put a little mandrel in here, basically a bolt with a standoff, knock ball joints free with it. This is something that's really going to work. Its advantage is that it hits so quickly that it's really going to be able to do some, good for you, or damage in the wrong instance. I didn't really hit on anything metallic, but, I'm sure it'll put dimples in sheet metal just fine. But you know something, guys? I'm pleased. This is going to save a lot of effort on my part. There's the link in the description where you can go and get one of your own. Also, I'm a big fan of the Skil tools at the moment. They recently got acquired. From what I understand, they used to be owned by Bosch. Someone can correct me on that, but they recently got acquired and their quality has gone way up. Value, I'm a value-minded individual. I want the tool that does the job, the best for the least amount of money. Currently, Skil's got my vote. I've got a whole bunch of other Skil stuff that I absolutely love. I recognize that it may not be Milwaukee, but you know something? On the hobby level for what I do, the Skil stuff works out just great. So, thanks for watching, guys. Check out the link in the description. There will be some other fun stuff down there. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.